Katham samvargatvam vayo ityaha. How is that air becomes a place of merger of all these things? This is a question. For that the answer is yada. Yasmin kaleva, when aniruddha agnihi udvayati, udvasanam prapnoti, when at the time the fire gets extinguished, upashamyati, or rests itself, tada, then asau agnihi, this fire vayumevapyati merges into the air. That means to say, vayu swabhavyam api gacchati, it attains identity with the nature of air itself. Because it is the karya. Agni is the effect, the fire is the effect, and vayu, the air, is the cause. Akashad vayu, vayor agni, agnirapaha. So, later on, the water also will identify itself with what? Vayu. Why? Through fire, it is also getting into its cause. Tatha, here you can give a reason of cause and effect with between fire and air. But what about sun and moon? They are not the effect of air. The answer is actually they are the effects of fire itself. All these planets are the effect of fire. All the planets. Big Bang, yeah. Then he says, Tatha, similarly, yada suryostameti, vayume vapyati, yada chandrostameti, vayume vapyati. When Surya sets, he also merges into air. And when Chandra, the moon, sets, he also sets into the air. This objector says now, Nanu, katham Surya Chandrama Chandramasaha, Swarupa Avasthitayaha, Vayu Apigamanam? The question is, if actually the Surya and Chandra, the sun and moon, have merged into air at the time of set, then how they rise again in the next day morning? A thing which has merged cannot come back. How is it that, Katham, how is it that Surya Chandrama Soha, the sun and moon, Swarupavasitayo, they still remain in their own forms? Still remaining in their own forms, how is it that you are saying, Vayu Apigamanam? They are merging into air. Because daily they are coming back, and again we are seeing them. That means to say that they are staying in their own natural form. That their natural form is not disintegrated and merged. Whereas fire is disintegrating and merging, it is seen very clearly. But these are not disintegrating completely and merging into air. If they at all they had disintegrated and merged, then the next day morning they would have not risen up. Naisha dosha. That defect does not arise here. Why? Astamane adarshanam prapter vayu nimittatva. Here the sense is not cause and effect here. The merging is not in the sense of cause and effect. But here it is just the reason for that special act of sun. The sun is setting, is it not? Who is forcing it to set? It is air making sun to set. It is air that is making sun to, the Chandrama also, the moon to set. Because that air in the form of prana is affecting each and every movement of each and everything. Air is in two forms, the Bahya air, that's what the beginning it told, which are the external air. That is a cosmic air you have to take. Not the personal prana here. There is a cosmic prana and a personal prana. The cosmic prana is making the cosmic bodies act just like the personal body prana which is within you, within this body, is making act this body, is it not? Without that air within, this body will be a dead body. The air within is making this body act. Sit. Get up. What all you are doing is being instigated by air. Similarly it is in the cosmic level too. There also the cosmic air, which is called as the external air, is making those cosmic bodies Not only sun and moon, all planets and stars and everything, whatever movement, for that movement, the cause is air. Without air, no movement.
So that is like Hiranyagarbha.
No, Hiranyagarbha is a completely total different thing now. We are speaking a lower stage of Hiranyagarbha. In the Virat also, where it is the external air itself. In the Virat Sharira is there. In that Virat Sharira, these are all are there. Surya, Chandra and all. They are acting because of the cosmic air.
Again, the Devata that we are taking.
Not Devatas. Here it is set of the sun, physical bodies itself. If you take Devata, then again it becomes Adhyatma Sharira of Devata. That's again Adhyatma. Just like your body, the Devata body. There is not Adhidaiva. Here we are speaking of Adhidaivam, not Adhidaiva, Adhyatma. They will take the setting itself directly. There is Astameti. Not the Devata is not going to Astama. He is not going to Astam. The Devata never sets and rises. The setting and rising is of this physical body, of the sun. Therefore he says here, Astamane adarshana prapte. Setting down is, what is the sense of it? Going out of vision. The sun is going out of your vision. For that, Vayu Nimittatat, air is a cause for that. In one way, air is pushing, creating movement and motion in air to go towards the set. Vayuna yastam niyate surya. You see? Because the sun is made to set by air. Niyate. See the verb being used here, niyat is being taken, dragged actually. As if the air is dragging sun towards the set. Chalanasya vayu karitat, you see. Why? This is the reason. Chalanasya, for any movement in the body of a human body or a plant or whatever it is, any movement you are seeing, that movement is caused by air. Vayu karitvat, it is the effect of air. What? Movement. Any movement, any chalanam. Chalanam is movement. Action in general, act in general. Whatever it might be, whichever type it might be, it is an effect of air. That means it has been caused by air. Athava. If you want to take the meaning of degeneration in itself here also, just like fire disintegrated and merged into air. Similarly, you want to take disintegration of sun and moon and merging into air completely, then also you can take that meaning also can be taken here, but not daily. Not what the daily sunset is taking, that you cannot take here then. By astameti, by the word, vayumeva apyeti astameti, you have to take at the time of dissolution, at the time of pralayam. That's athava pralaye surya chandramasaha sarupa bhranshe tejo rupayoha vayu eva pigamanam syat. Or at the time of dissolution of the whole creation, even this sun and moon also, what will happen? Swarupa bhanshe. The disintegration of their natural form takes place. And as and because they are tejo rupayoha, they are the transformations of fire. Different transformations of fire itself. Therefore, where they will go? They will merge into their cause. What is the root cause then there? The root cause is Vayu. First, they will disintegrate into the form of fire. And that fire will disintegrate into and merge into air. That's how the Surya and Chandra, sun and moon also, and ultimately merging into air. That's why it says, Tejo rupayoha, Surya chandramasoha, sarupa bhranshe, vayo veva apigamanam syat. As and because they are the transformations of fire, both this moon and sun, when they get disintegrated, and that means to say their natural form, which we are seeing now, at the time of dissolution of the whole creation, they will get disintegrated and they will merge into their root cause, that is air. Tatha yada apa uchchushyanti, uchchosham apnuvanti, and when water dries up, sublimates, where it goes? He says, tada vayumevapiyanti. At that time again, it merges into air itself. How? At the time of sublimation, what happens? It gets heated up. And that means to say, it becomes a hot steam. and the steam, it converts into almost the fire content. Just like the atoms of fire. It transforms atoms. That is the cause of water. First, it has to transform into the cause of water, which is its own cause. Then that fire will become air. So water is merging into air in the sense what? You have to take this order. You trespass this order directly. You can't just transcend away in such a way. It has to be in that order only. Therefore, ultimately, even this water is merging into air. Not directly. Vayumevapiyanti. Vayuhi yasmad eva etan agnyadyan mahabalan samvringte. Because yasmad is he, means yasmad, because etan agnyadi, all these fire, sun, moon and water. The main four things that has been stated above. All these, how are they? Very, very powerful things. Mahabalan, very powerful things. So much powerful they are, you can't imagine them. And fire breaks out, it destroys anything, anybody, anything like that. Even similarly, the sun and moon, they are very, very, very disastrous at certain times. It depends upon which place they are sitting in your horoscope. Sometimes the sun affects so badly, it ends up the person itself. If it is in the Ashtama house, Mangal Rashi mein ho, then it's very, very dangerous. Even moon, not only it's in a bad state, but usually on every Purnima, most of the people get mad. That's the effect of this moon.
That's a lunatic.
Huh?
That's why they coined the word lunatic.
Yes, yeah. So it's that much effect is there. Even today we can see this, the effect of moon on mind. So that's why they are very, very, you said, very, very powerful. Mahabalan. But how much great is this Vayu? It swallows up even them. Such powerful fire, sun, moon and water. All these are also swallowed up by Vayu there. Ato Vayu samvarguna upasya ityartaha. Hence, therefore, what you have to do? We have to be, it has to be meditated upon as if possessed of the quality of swallowing up everything. Iti adidaivatam devadasu samvarga darshanam uktam. In this way, we have mentioned or the instruction on the divine plane of Vayu as samvarga has been given to Janashruti by Raipa. Atha adhyatmam prano vava samvarga sa yada swapiti pranamevagapyeti pranam chakshuh pranam shrotram pranam manah prano hi vetan sarvan samvringta iti. Atha, then follows meditation on the personal plane, adhyatma. Prano vava samvarga. This main vital force, mukhya means main vital force, is itself samvarga. That it possesses of the quality of swallowing up, of absorbing and taking within, engrossing things within itself. That's the quality in the vital force too. How? Sayada swapiti. That whenever a man sleeps, when a person sleeps, what happens? Pranamevagapyeti. This vak, this speech, what does it do? It merges into vital force, the prana. It will be residing, resting in prana. Similarly, chakshu, the eyes, shrut, the sight, shrotram, the hearing, the manaha, the mind, all these also rest. That means they merge into prana, the vital force. This is how prano hi eva etan sarvan samvarga, because it is the vital force surely swallows up all these speech, chakshu, shrotram, mana, etc. Bhasham. Atha anantram adhyatmam. Atha means anantram. Then follow what? The adhyatmam. Atmani bhavamiti adhyatmam. On the personal plane. What? Samvarga darshanam idam uchyate. The Samvarga meditation, the meditation of the quality of Samvarga on the personal plane is being mentioned. Prano mukhya. Which prana you take? Don't take that 5 division, prana, apana, upana, samana. But this is what? Prana is a mukhya prana, the main vital force, which has divided itself into 5 divisions called prana, apana, samana, udana, vyana. That main vital force we have to take. Vava samvarga is the place of merger. Is surely the place of merger. Sa purusho yada. Yes, some is what? Don't take that prana. Some is some person, whoever it might be. That person, yada yasmin kale, when he sleeps, swapiti, prana vagapeti, vayum eva agnihi. When you say prana and vayu are karya, vag and agni are also related. They are related to each other. Because the presiding deity of vag is agni. Therefore here it says, just like Agni merged into air, similarly the speech also merges into this Mukhya, the main vital force. Pranam chakshu, pranam shrotram, pranam manaha. Similarly, the sight, eyes, the shrotram, the ears, the hearing organ, and pramanaha, the mind, the internal organ. All these also. These are 4 had been mentioned there. Here also 4 have been mentioned. That does not mean only these 4 merge. Everything merges. That's what the Kritaya said. In Kritaya what you saw? 3, 2 and 1 are merging. That means everything merges. All the other than that 4. What are the rest? Adreyaha. All the inferior ones merge into it. Similarly, in this also Vayu and Prana. All the inferior ones to them. Whatever it is. Even though we are mentioning 3 or 4 items, that are only these 3, 4. Don't take it like that. All inferior ones are merging into it. Prano he means yasmad, because prana eva, surely this vital force only etan vagadin sarvan samvrante. This vital force, surely what it does, it swallows up all these speech, etc. Tavva eto do samvargo vayureva deveshu prana praneshu. Those 2 which are these 2 are verily 2 only. There is a big debate on this here. Are these 2 different meditations? Vayu samvarga separate meditation and prana samvarga separate. Because it's telling here, tavva eto do. Those that are thus these 2 are 2. Because when you're telling tau etau, it's been already told the second number is there already. Then why what is the necessity of saying thou also separately? That means these 2 are different meditations. There's a wrong interpretation of the mantra. These are not 2 different meditations. You see, I'll read a sentence which is not in your book. It is in somewhere else. Dittu shravana dve upasane vikalpo va iti nasankaniya. Thou iti dittu shravanat. Just because you're hearing the word here, thou separately, even though tau etau, in that itself there is second number is there already. But still, why are you using thou again separately? That shows it might be 2 different meditations, or it may be optional. Either you do this or you do that. Any one is enough. You will get the result, what has been taught by those swans. Itina ashankaniya. Kevalam prataganu chintaniyatvam viditsitam vidyekyepi agnihotradivat. It is only to mention that it has to be meditated one after another. Don't mix together. Vayu prana abhedan kritva, you should not meditate. That is what you got to for facilitate the easiness, what you can do? We said Vayu and Prana same, the Vayu Prana Abhinna. In the Vayu Prana Abhinna, Agni and Vak and everything is going in. You can meditate even that way also. No. Pratag anuchintaniyatvam vidhitsitam. What is wished to be injuncted by the Shruti is that these two are not separate, not optional, but they have to be meditated in order, one after another, without mixing both. Why should we do like that? Because Vidhi is one. Upasta in the last word said. Vidhi Aikyapi Agnihotravat. This is Mimamsa Vibra. In Agnihotra, what do you say? I am named Agnihotri. I am doing Agnihotra. But Agnihotra means what? Are you doing at one time? It is done morning and in evening with a lot of time difference. You are doing a lot of time difference, but still it is accepted as one karma. Because of Vidhi is one. Agnihotram Johoti, Ekvachanam is there, singular number. Here also Upasta, singular number is there. If it is one meditation, but it can be done one after another. With that time gap also it can be done, when still it is one, just like Agnihotra. For that purpose is that Dvau Sansvargo. Agnihotra is Sayam Prata Pravritti Bhedavat. You see, Sayam Prata Pravritti Bheda is there, but still it is accepted as one karma. Similarly, you can meditate here once in the morning as Vaya Samvarga and in the afternoon you meditate as Prana Samvarga. No problem, but still you have done one meditation. But never mix Vayu and Prana Abheda and do it as one meditation. It should not be done like that also. For that purpose here is mentioned Dvau Samvargau. Vayureva Devesho Prana Pranesho. Vayureva Devesho. Indeed, this air is itself on the divine plane called as Samvarga. That means to the process of the quality of swallowing up, absorbing up, taking in. Prana Pranesho. And in the case of the organs, in the case of deities, it is Vayu. In the case of organs, it is Prana, the vital force. And organs on the personal plane, and deities are on the divine plane. Prana Pranesho. Ataha Shaunakam cha Kapayam Avipradaranam cha Kakshasenim ityadi. If we are going to that, let's go into the mantra Bhashya. Tauvaito dosum vargo. Samvarjana gudau. Vayureva deveshu. Possessed with the quality of swallowing up are two things which are possessing this quality of swallowing up. Which are they? Vayureva deveshu. Among the deities, this air is itself called as Samvarga. And Praneshu and Vagadishu, among the organs, this prana, the vital force, is the Mukhya prana that too. The main vital force, which is as told before what? Mukhe bhavam. This is not. That which resides in the mouth. That prana, the main prana, is the Samvarga on the personal plane. Athaitayoha, first we read the Bhashya for the introduction of the next part of this meditation. Athaitayoha stuthyartham. Yam Akyaika Arabhyate Atha etc. Which is the next mantra. For what purpose this has been brought? He says the following mantras are begun for praising, for eulogy of these two. Etayoha Stuthyartham Yam Akyaika. This story has been begun. Arabhyate. Stutyartham is eulogy of praise. For the purpose of praising whom? Say etayoha. These two samvargas. For the purpose of praising these two samvargas, the story is being begun. Haiti aitiyartha. And the word ha, which is this mantra, indicates the past historical incident. What is that? Atah Shaunakancha Kapayam Aviprataranancha Kakshasenim Parivishamano Brahmachari Vivikshe Tasma Uhana Dadatuhu. Atha, with regard to this great meditation, a story is being started. Here Atha is not after, not Anantaram. is for beginning, arambha. Shaunakam cha kapayam. Shaunaka is the son of Shunaka Maharshi. And Kapayam is the son of, that Shaunaka was in the lineage of Kapi Gotra. There is Kapi Gotra Utpanna, Kapayam. In the lineage of Kapi, and the son of Shunaka was Shaunaka. Along with him, the other person was, by his name was Abhipratarin. The other person's name was Abhipratarin, and he was the son of Kakshasena. Kakchasenim. Kakshasena Sapatyam, Kakchasenim. Both of them together were sitting, and they were sitting on the dining table, the modern language. Parivishyamano, and they were being served food by their cooks. At that moment, they had not yet started to take food. Their serving was going on. They were sitting, serving was going on. They have not yet started the food. At that moment, a brahmachari came. A brahmachari is actually, he himself is a brahmachari, but he was a brahmachari actually. He was in Bhranti. He was himself as a brahmagyani, but he was not a brahmagyani. Brahmachari, Bhibikshe. He begged for alms. Tasmai hu ha na dadatuhu. To him, they did not give. Both of them, none of them said, two were sitting, none of them said, come on, give him. No, both of them kept quiet. And how can without the order of the owners, how can the servant give? They can't give it all. They did not give. Then what the brahmachari will react, that we will see later. Athaiti bhashyam. Ha iti aitiya artha. Ha, this word in the sentence has come to denote or to indicate a past historical incident. That incident is in praise of this particular meditation. Shaunikancha. What is that Shaunaka? Shunakasya patyam Shaunakam. The son of Shunaka. Kapayam Kapigotram. In the lineage of Kapi was Shaunaka. The other person's name was Abhipratarincha Namada. By name he was Abhipratarin. And the son of Kakshasena. Kakshasena Sapatyam Kakshasenim. Bhojana Upavishto. They are sitting to have their lunch. Parivishyamano. Were being served food by Subhagarehi, by cooks. At that moment itself exactly, Brahmachari, Brahmavit Shaunda. You see? Brahmavit Shaunda. That means a person considering himself as a Brahmagyani. He is considering himself as an eminent person among the knowers of Brahman itself. Shaunda means eminent. Akshay Shaunda. Akshay Shaunda, you know? Eminent, expert. Among the knowers of Brahman, he is himself considering himself as an eminent scholar. Brahmavichandaha, Vivikshe, Vikshitavan. He begged for alms at that moment itself. Brahmacharano Brahmit Manitam Putva Tam Jigyasamanau Tasnahu Viviksham Nadattavantava Kimayam Vakshati. Being that thus, that brahmachari thus being so, he was only posing to be a knower of Brahman. This is what they felt. Brahmit Manitam Buddha. Those two, Shaunaka and Abhipratari, both of them felt that he is posing himself to be a knower of Brahman, but is actually not a knower of Brahman. Iti Buddha Tam Jijasamano, with curiosity, curious to know how he will react. If he is a Brahmagyani, he will react in a different way. If he is not a Brahmagyani, he will react in a different way, you know. But naturally, with curiosity to know how he is going to react, how much actually knowledge is, in depth of knowledge he is, to know that for to him, Tasmai Bhiksham Nadatuho, they did not give the alms. Nadattavantahu. Kimay Vakshati. To see what this one would say now. What he will say, what he will react. Will he become angry or what he will shout or do what he will. Let us see what he will react, what he will say. With that curiosity, knowing, they have understood very clearly, this fellow does not know that much Brahmajnana. He has studied, a good brahmachari, that's okay, but still is not in depth of knowledge. Having known, because Buddha, but still out of curiosity, to know what is the reaction of that person, they did not give him the alms. Sahovacha Mahatmas Chatro Deva Ekah Kaha Sajagara Bhuvanasya Gopa Stangapena Vipashyandi Marthya Avipradarin Bahuda Vasantam Yasmeva Etadannam Tasma Etanna Dattamidi. Sahovacha. That Brahmachari said. He said. Brahmachari. He said what? Mahatmanah Chatro Deva Ekaha. The four great ones. Of them, the one deity is there. Chatura Mahatmana. He possesses four great ones. But actually, he is possessing those four. The possessor is one only. Eka Devaha. What is his name of that Deva, that deity? Kaha. Kaha is not question here. Kaha means Prajapati. Called as Prajapati. He has got the same in Vayu. Vayu is the Samvarga. He is engrossing everything. He is swallowing everything. Is he not? Therefore, he is called as Prajapati and he has four Mahatma. Four Mahatma is that? Fire, sun, moon, water. Four in each and every one, it was taken there. And the personal place was Mana. Now first he took what? Vak, Chakshu, Shrotram, Mana. Four Mahatmas. And they are swallowed by Prana, the Deva Prajapati. And he is the Prajapati. This is the Praja. Praja or what? Prana, Praja. All the organs are Praja. Teshampati is Prana. So, keeping the whole Samvarga Vidya, he is speaking. But these two people were above that also. They had not only known Samvarga Vidya, they had known the Nirguna Brahma also. Bhashakara will tell this now. Sajagara Bhuvanasya. Sajagara. He swallowed up everything. He swallowed up. Green Nigarane. Jagar is not awakened. Don't have he woke up. Jagar is he swallowed up everything. Bhuvanasya Gopa. He is the protector of the universe. He is the creator and protector of the universe. A person who creates can also protect also. Otherwise, who is going to protect it? Bhuvanasya Gopa Tam Kapiya Nabhipashyanti. Oh, Bhogapiya. He is addressing to Kapiya for Saunaka and he says, he is not actually, nobody knows him. Who? Martyaha Navipashyanti. Martyaha, the mortals, do not know him. Abhipradarin, now show the other fellow now. Hey Abhipradarin, what all you have cooked here now is for that deity only. And I am that deity. They are not giving it to me. That is how he is. He is identifying himself with Samvarga. Samvarga Vishishta Vayu and Prana. Such a great upasaka was that Brahmachari, not an ordinary fellow. But still he was not given to test him. Yasmai va etadannam. For whom this food is meant. No, Bahuda Vasantam. You take first that one. He Abhipratarin Bahuda Vasantam. He exists in different forms. Adidaiva, Adhyatma, and Adibhuta. On the divine plane, on the personal plane, on the plane of elements. He is having different forms. He is existing in different forms. Existing in different forms, what is doing? For him only, all are cooking. Yasmaiva etadannam. For whom this food is meant. Tasmai etad nadattam. To him this food has not been given. That means to say, you are not giving me to means, you are not giving to that prana and vayu itself. But you don't think I am a brahmachari, a man. But I am that vayu samvarga. I am that prana samvarga. I am that prana him myself. And are not feeding that prana. This is a code for prana which is in different forms and all that. The prana which is in you also is me only. That's the identification of. That's what this is I told before only Angra Upasana. Dattamiti.